and welcome to the BolderX iGen Among Us tournament. We are live at Full Sail University Orlando Health Fortress, which just happens to be the largest collegiate esports arena in the country. And before I go any further, I have got to give a shout out to the faculty, the staff, the crew, and the students here at Full Sail University who have done an amazing job of creating this rock star venue, not to mention handling some significant technology needs for us to do what we're going to do today. I'm Mark Middleton, the founder of Growing Boulder, excited to be joined by my pal, Matt Hafey, who is a Grammy-nominated rock star, the lead singer, lead guitarist for Trivium. He's also a top Twitch streamer with over 1 million followers of his music and his gaming on all channels. And I got to tell you, he's also one heck of a producer because, Matt, you were instrumental in helping us bring this to this moment. So let me ask you, are we going to pull it off?
Absolutely. This is going to be incredible. The world has never seen anything like this. It's been a true honor to be able to work with Growing Boulder and Full Sail. And I think that everyone watching at home is be truly blown away by what we're about to pull off.
Well, we've been blown away by what you've done. And I can tell you this, folks, we are going to have fun and we are going to make a major statement. This is an exciting day because Growing Boulder believes that streaming, that gaming, that esports are for everyone. And what we're about to see at this level is historic. An intergenerational tournament with each team consisting of a streamer who is under the age of 50 playing Among Us with a gamer who is over the age of 50. We believe in the many benefits of gaming and the power of intergenerational connection. So, Matt, what do you think makes this format so unique, so special?
What's amazing is for this, we're able to bring in 10 community members from my channel who are truly amazing, wonderful people that I get to see twice a day, Monday through Friday. And when we put this thing together, we said, hey, all of you, are you able to bring in some of your 50 pluses, some of your friends? Are you able to bring in aunts, uncles, moms, dads, grandparents, whoever it may be, coach them along and show the world that truly anyone can game and show people how much fun we can have with this connectivity together?
It is a great way to bring different generations together. And we're going to get to the competition in just a moment. But for those viewers and followers who might be new to Twitch, Matthew, tell us what you think makes this platform not just so much fun and so unique, but also so powerful.
What's amazing is for me, having been in Trivium for now 22 years, streaming on Twitch for 4 years, I wanted to create a place in which the people who have allowed me to do what I do for a living can see the behind-the-scenes work that it takes to stay in shape for making a record, stay in shape, what it takes to get ready for a tour. And so instead of just practicing by myself as I used to 5 days, 7 days a week, now I could finally have all these amazing people who've let me play metal for a living, come down, hang out, and just call out the songs I'm going to play. They can help me produce songs. They can play games with me. We have community games every single day, 2 times a day, whether it's Among Us or Valorant or Call of Duty, whatever it may be. I've been able to get to know some of my favorite people in the world through this channel, and that's why I love it.
What a great way for you to build your community, because as we all know, the pandemic made it very difficult for all of us to communicate, impossible for you to continue with your worldwide tour. So all of a sudden you're here on Twitch and fans from all over the world are hanging out with you.
Absolutely.
That is pretty cool. All right. We are really excited about today's first of its kind competition. So let's bring everybody up to speed on really what this tournament is all about. Among Us is an interactive party game that takes us to outer space where you can play alongside your friends and family from any location, from anywhere in the world. It's available for download on your computer, your gaming console, and even conveniently available to download right to your phone for free. Can't get any easier than this. So let's learn how to play what really is the most exciting social deduction game that has captivated gamers of all ages. Up to 10 players will board a spaceship ready to become crewmates who work together to complete simple tasks to repair their vessel. However, some players are imposters who are secretly working to kill off the crew and sabotage the ship. As the game begins, each player is randomly assigned as a crewmate or an imposter and must remain silent as they go about their duties on the ship. Let's focus first on the crewmates. They each will have a list of tasks to complete with arrows guiding them to various places aboard their ship to do things like empty the trash, fix wiring, or swipe key cards. They'll have a map to guide them and a progress bar at the top of their screen to monitor how many total tasks their team has completed. While the crewmates are busy fixing their ship, the imposters will attempt to kill as many crewmates as possible without being caught. The imposters can try to blend in by pretending to do tasks and could even use the vents to quickly sneak between rooms and escape the scene of a crime. To help them cause as much chaos as possible, the imposters also have the ability to sabotage the ship and distract the crew. Whenever a crewmate is killed by an imposter, their body gets left on the ground where any player in the game who sees it can report it and begin a group discussion. Once a body has been reported, all of the remaining living players are able to break their silence and get together to talk about what they saw and make accusations of who they believe the imposters might be. But keep in mind, the imposters can lie about their actions and deceive the crewmates about their true identity.
Mark, have you done a task yet?
Have I done a task? Yeah, I was in a reactor doing some task.
Oh yeah, what was the task? Describe it.
Well, describe it?
Yeah.
I was fixing whatever the hell was broken.
It sounds suspicious to me.
After a brief meeting, all living players can then cast their vote to eject someone off the ship that the majority believes is an imposter, or they can vote to skip and let everyone live for now. If there is ever a tie in voting, every living player remains on the ship. Players don't have to wait until they come across a dead body to begin their discussions. If a crewmate happens to see an imposter using a vent, or even just has a general suspicion they want to inform their team about, they can run to the big red button on the ship to call for an emergency meeting. But be careful, because imposters can call meetings too. The crewmates can win the game in two ways. First, if the entire team completes all of their assigned tasks before the imposters kill them off. This includes completing your task as a ghost even after you've been killed. Second, the crewmates can win if they correctly vote to eject the two imposters off the ship during their meetings. The imposters, though, can win the game in two ways as well. First, if they kill off enough crewmates so that there's an equal number of imposters and crew left living on the ship. Or second, by triggering a critical malfunction that the crew fails to solve in time. The game, as you'll see, is wildly fun, it's easy to learn, and encourages people of all ages to engage each other no matter where they are. So, now that you know the basics, you're ready to board your ship and play Among Us today. We absolutely love this game, and I hope they got the idea, Matt, that it helps to be a pretty good liar or have the ability to play dumb. We are excited for this tournament, but for now, I'd like to bring in the third member of our live broadcast team, helping to call the action. And there really is nothing third about this guy. It's kind of like having Al Michaels or Bob Costas or Tony Roma on your broadcast team. He is Full Sail's esports strategist, Bennett Newsom, also known as Dammit Bennett on Twitch. And Bennett, tell us about Full Sail's position in the gaming world and why this university decided to put such an emphasis on gaming education.
Absolutely. Obviously, the esports industry has really grown very quickly, obviously. And, you know, here at Full Sail, we've had gaming degrees for over 20 years. We saw this as a huge opportunity for not only our students and our graduates, but really to kind of take the next step when it came to esports. It's more than just competitive gaming here at the school, obviously. This is a classroom for our students. So we're able to really open up a lot of opportunities, having students work on set right here today.
And folks, if you're not familiar with streaming is really what interactive TV, strive to obtain for many, many years. So Bennett, tell viewers who may be new to Twitch how they can interact with you and what they can get out of the chat function today.
Absolutely. So we'll be watching every match right here on Twitch along with you. I'm going to be in chat. Definitely want to see you, see what you're thinking about the games, who you think is going to be winning the great prizes that we have today. So definitely stay tuned to chat. We'll be there right with you.
All right, Bennett, thanks so much. And we will check back with you soon for more on what's happening in the chat, which really is one of the most unique and compelling features of streaming. You actually get to hang out and participate, not just with other audience members, but with the streamers themselves. So for now, Matt, let's go to get to know the teams that will be competing today from their living rooms all around the country. Our first team is made up of Jenna, who goes by the title of Jenna A88X on Twitch, and her partner is Jan.
Jenna's amazing. She's in every stream that we do, morning and afternoon, one of the most positive people we have there. So we absolutely look forward to seeing Jenna every single day. I've been able to play several games with Among Us. She's awesome, fantastic community member that we have.
And now we've got the team of Smooty, who I have seen to be very ruthless. She's playing alongside her mother, who goes by Smood Mom.
Smooty's awesome. She's a streamer that I'm a follower of. I'm a sub to. She's amazing. Career streamer, streams, I believe, 5 days a week. Make sure you're all following her. Incredible gamer. Her main game is not Among Us. She's a fantastic FPS gamer, but we'll see what she does here in Among Us today.
Moving on, we are thrilled to have Stan, also known as X Spice, and his 50-plus gaming partner is his dad, Pete.
We love Spice. Spice is another one of the regulars of our channel. Spice, back when we did a lot of the Kichi Chaos karaoke's, would always come with really, really cool, unique artists for me to cover and transform the songs of. So it's fantastic to see Spice in here.
Up next, keep your eyes on Baha. She's a member of Matt's posse. She'll be coaching Tammy today.
Baha's amazing. As everyone knows, Baha is one of our main moderators of the channel on my channel. Baha's an incredible gamer. She's fantastic at Apex, fantastic at Valorant, fantastic at Overwatch, at Call of Duty. But among us, everyone knows us. Everyone knows Baha from our channel in that she's usually always the imposter. She usually wins as the imposter. She's got the biggest brain of all of us. If she's imposter today, she's going to win.
Yeah, and they will see when they get together to have discussions. It'll be Baha probably leading that. Next up, we have this duo, Brandon, a.k.a. SS Rush, who's playing alongside his mother, Jeanette.
Rush is a regular of our channel. Rush is the guy that uses the LMG. Rush is the guy that uses the Odin in Valorant. He's the one that has made many a people scream in anger because he's such an LMG gamer. Whatever an LMG equivalent of gaming tactic in Among Us is, we will see Rush doing that today, so be prepared.
And folks, say hello to Arco and Mahmood. Arco's Twitch handle is Arcoof.
Arku's amazing, super positive, super happy, amazing person. I've been able to play a lot of Call of Duty with Arku, been able to play some Among Us with them. Just an amazing personality. So I look forward to seeing how his father is.
Up next is a team that's made up of Jeff, who you can follow at Dovahkiin Jeff, with his dad, Jerry.
Dovahkiin is the most painful Roadhog I have ever played against in my entire life in Overwatch. Whether he's pocketed by 2 healers or not, he's always healing and killing everyone in Overwatch. So let's see how Roadhog techniques and tactics translate over to Among Us.
All right, and let's take a look at another father-son combo now. Here is Nick and his father, Richard.
What's amazing about this duo that we don't see in any of the duos is that both father and son both stream. So make sure everyone's following both Sarth and Bogus, both incredible streamers, incredible gamers. They're definitely going to be one of the most savvy teams that we see today.
And now we have Emily, who goes by M Says to You on Twitch, and her mother, Lynette.
Emily is one of our favorite people in the world. M Says to You is one of our main moderators. She's one of the main 7 or 5 or so moderators in our channel. We have a constant group chat with, always checking in, and we're seeing how can we make the channel better? How can we make the channel better for us? How can we make the channel better for the viewers? M is like a true ray of light in our channel, and we love having her here.
And finally, rounding out our teams of competitors, a bit of a role reversal here, folks. We've got Justin, better known as Narnar, and he's the older member of this team at 47, and our streamer, the one he's coaching, is his friend Bobby.
Narnar is one of our regulars, incredible person, always there for all the song requests, always there supporting the band in real life and on channel. So I'm very excited to see what Narnar makes happen here.
All right, so now that you've met the competitors, here's how we're going to be keeping score today. The crewmates are going to earn 4 points for every game that they win. They'll also get 2 additional points for every correct vote that they have during the meetings, but they will lose a point for any incorrect votes. And for the imposters, they'll earn 5 points for every game they win. We will also be giving 1 point towards the individual imposter who successfully kills any crewmate. Matt, I'm a little confused, but we'll just stick with it. It's going to be a lot of fun. Tell us about the fabulous prize pack that we have for our participants today.
Absolutely. Thanks to our generous sponsors, we have something for everyone today. We've got a Hero Black Edition gaming chair from Noble Chairs, Astro Gaming A40 TR headsets and other merch, custom BolderX jerseys from 3N2, Boulder boxes of magazines, t-shirts, hats, and other great merchandise, products from Garden of Life, and a limited edition guitar from Epiphone, which we have here in studio. Let's take a look at it now, Mark.
Yeah, folks, this is what happens when you bring the guitar to the studio. You give it to the Full Sail students and say, can you shoot a little video of the guitar for us? It's elevated on a pedestal. It's got this amazing lights. It's almost like we are worshiping at the feet of a guitar that Matt Heafy has actually played. Matt, has been played one time. What did you think?
Absolutely. Amazing guitar. Everything that Gibson and Epiphone makes is amazing. Before my dad ever even had a son, in his head, he would have a son that was a Les Paul player. So I think it was genetically imprinted on me to be a Les Paul player. Since people have ever seen me, since 12 years old, I've been playing Les Pauls. This guitar is truly incredible. Gibson crushes. This video is insane. This video looks, I don't know, bigger budget than a Trivium video right now to me. Looks good.
And let me just add this, folks. The guitar has been played once by this guy, a Grammy-nominated rock star. It has been signed by this guy, so it's kind of like being able to own a game-worn Mickey Mantle jersey, so it is a big prize. Now, of course, how you can begin, or how can you begin to put a price on the bragging rights that whoever wins today is also going to have. It will follow them forever as the winners of the first ever BolderX iGen Social Gaming Smackdown. So what do you say? It's time to get right into the action and play some Among Us. I understand that our teams are set, Matt, and ready to go. So let's begin the first round.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing. I can't wait to see how the games go. Yesterday or 2 days ago, we were able to do some of the rehearsal rounds. And I got to say, for me to be able to experience what the viewer always gets to experience is watching the streamer. That's what I felt like. And I'm looking forward to seeing these games today. It's going to be truly wonderful. Okay, so right now we're taking a look at the lobby and we see our two imposters. So we're revealing the imposters already to all of you. We've got M Says and Smooty. Now, M is super sweet. I'm assuming her mom is super sweet as well. Smooty is an amazing calculated gamer. She's got her mom on, so we'll see how this goes. All right, so right now we've got two imposters and two crewmates hanging out in navigation. So they could pull off a double kill right now, but it depends on the coach's techniques and seeing if they will coach along our two.
Yeah, Matt, you've got to be quick to make the kill. Are you concerned that it is the mentee in the chair?
Yeah, we got to see. So the two are waiting here, and now since, as we all know, they can't communicate, they kind of have to give signal if they want to go for this double kill. Oh, there's the one. Was there another crewmate in there? All right, they're safe. They're safe. Okay, now what needs to happen here is M either needs to report to make herself not look guilty. Wow. Bennett, what do you think of that? She should have reported maybe.
It's bold. It's definitely a bold strategy, going for it without hitting that button, but we'll see what plays out.
This is your timer, and that's how much
Now
time
would
you
be a
have
good time if she gets a report. There we go. Great coaching right there. Let's see what they got to say.
All right, where was it?
Do I do anything?
Okay.
Who got killed?
Tell them where you found it. You found Dova.
I found Dova in navigation.
Oh, there we go.
Where?
Navigation. Oh,
Navigation.
I was over in storage area.
Yeah, probably was.
I was by
admin
Med
trying to
Bay.
do a swipe card, which is really hard to do, by the way.
So they were over in tab.
Yes, it is.
So
I was in Med
this is
Bay.
behind, and we
Trying to go
were
to
on
upper
way
engine.
storage.
Did anybody
Engine
see
unit,
anybody
yeah.
else in
Engine.
nav area? In the weapons O2 shield anywhere on the right side?
Do you remember seeing anybody?
You're good to talk.
Oh wait, do you need to be able to?
You're good to talk.
Okay.
Okay.
Unless there's something technical.
Yeah,
Where was the body found again?
Admin, so I don't have any difference of who was doing what.
I was in
Oh.
Med Bay.
I was in upper storage.
I was in storage too.
I was going in,
Who
from
went right
cafeteria
at the
to Med
start?
Bay.
Some
Who-
bunch of people took off.
We saw
You don't have to
MSA up by navigation in the hallway.
Skip. Once people start voting.
I'm saying.
I'm gonna evoke that. No idea.
So, where was the body found again? If it's done.
A lot of us know who did it.
I don't know. I didn't see.
And then hit the check mark.
I think the coaches are talking. I think I
really?
I think they are.
I mean, I'm talking a little bit to you, right? But I'm not.
If you're alive,
Everybody.
I'll skip.
Okay, so am I deaf yet?
Oh yeah, you're deaf.
Okay.
Can you hear you?
All right, so we're back.
Okay.
Deafen me. Everybody gets deafened.
All right, so we can see a little bit of hesitation, a little bit of confusion because this is their first time. This is the first time doing a competition for all them, but I think it's going to get better and better as the games and rounds go on. So luckily, our two imposters are fine. We're going to see what they do. Great coaching on the ends of both sides for sure.
No one's around us. No one's coming
Hold
in.
on.
I see.
Now, Bennett, what are you thinking here as a strategy since these are first timers playing with, people that play semi-regularly?
Got it.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. You know, you see the slow and steady approach so far, which is definitely something that I think our coaches are really helping them kind of get into the groove. But, chat was really excited, hoping for that double kill right out the gate. Meet Sim said they were really hoping that they were going to go for the double kill. Would have been great. But we'll have to just keep taking a look and hoping we can see some more action.
I was hoping for it too. I was definitely hoping for it. But like I said, I think by game 2 or 3, I think they'll be super into the groove of everything right
Absolutely.
here.
You get points for voting correct, but you had no reference to voting, right? So you just lost points.
But Matt, even though no one was ejected, there was a kill made. So the imposters have to feel pretty good about that.
Yeah, that's really good. So right now, that's 4 points, I believe, for the elimination. So they're top of the scoreboard right now. And like I said, I think that right now everyone's shaking the rust. I'm sure there's some nerves going on right now because I think that M says she said her mom saw the production value in the replay and was like, wow, I didn't know it was going to look like that. So I think it's a little bit of nerves, a little bit of rust. And once they shake that off, I think by game 2 or 3, everyone's really going to have the groove of it. There are a couple great coaches. Like I said, Baja's so fantastic that I'm sure the team Baja's going to do very, very well.
the lights are out. No, lights are
Oh, there it is. Oh, no. Okay, so now they either need to report or move away from here or vent. You can see M waving at her mom to get out of there. Okay, they're looking all right. They're looking all right. It seems like there's no one on that side of the map right now.
And Matt, for those of us who don't understand, there are vents. So if you're an imposter, you can jump in a vent and hide or come up in another
You were
room.
moving kind of funny there. Can you tell me what you were up to?
Just trying to realize where things are in the ship because I am not very familiar with the ship. Just trying to decide where tasks are too.
Were you in the storage area or up by the cafeteria?
Not when we just called the meeting. I was just in navigation after doing a task in the reactor room, I think.
Boy, I thought I saw you in admin coming out through a vent.
In the reactor room? Not me. Maybe my head slug.
I thought I saw you in admin coming out through a vent.
It's
not me.
Well,
I
was in bottom shield with storage and cafeteria and hallway. Well, I was in bottom shield with storage and cafeteria and hallway. So.
Now, can you say exactly what you did?
Are you guys pointing?
I helped the reactor when the reactor was freaking out, and then I was going towards, I think, the oxygen room.
Now, can you say exactly what you did?
And then when it was no longer sabotaged, I went to navigation. And then I was going towards, I think, the oxygen room.
So, am I correct with Ken, the imposter, he can still save, like he could fix that if he was an imposter.
Yes.
So,
yes,
am I correct with Ken, the imposter,
so
he can still save,
we saw Nar over in the reactor with S-Rush and...
I was over there too. Skype, Spice.
Rush is dead now.
Rush is dead now.
Okay.
I think you're ready.
I almost skipped my vote. Because I was in the complete wrong area to see anything.
Well...
Okay, that was interesting. They got a lot of votes for Narnar. I did see some people in chat mentioning audio. Don't worry, we're working on it. We're fixing it. It's 10 feeds coming in, so audio is going to be good in a minute. But let's keep seeing what's happening here. This is amazing.
Oh, is it started already?
I'm surprised Narnar didn't get voted off. I guess you probably need a couple more votes on that one.
I don't even know.
There it is. Now we can see the true
know it's hard
ingest feeds of what we're looking at here, which is pretty incredible. It's the highest budget Among Us game I've ever watched in my life.
If they would ask me a question, I would not know what to say.
Okay, so you just gotta pretend like you're doing stuff. So go walk around.
Okay, it's looking very good for the imposters right now. No one suspects either of them right now. Again, like I said, I think there's a little bit of rust to shake, a little bit of nerves to shake, but we're gonna get better and better as we go.
Now, I wonder what the chat is saying. Can we ask?
Yeah, Ben, what do we got going on?
They're loving it so far. Sword said the whispering is so wholesome, which most people in chat are agreeing. There's usually a lot of yelling involved in these meetings, questioning who is sus, who isn't. And so seeing this is definitely a change of pace for a lot of people.
Yeah, it's like the most wholesome game of eliminations and killing on a spaceship I've ever seen in my life. I think the imposters are looking really good. Like, I think it's a little bit of not knowing what's going on, a little bit of like calculated play from their coaches.
Matt,
they could do a stack kill here, but I'm not sure if they're going to.
Could a sabotage win this?
It definitely can. It doesn't seem like anyone's taking care of that right now.
It's counting down.
Oh, wow.
Good job.
There it is. Good call, Mark. Good call.
So explain the sabotage, if you will, Matt.
I mean, you're the one that called that. I didn't even think about the sabotage winning the game, but everyone was going a little bit too slow over there. Maybe, like I said, rust and nerves for the coaches even forgetting to mention to take care of that sabotage. So basically, when you're an imposter, you can set off the oxygen to go off, the electric or the reactor to go off. And if the crewmates don't take care of that first, A, they can't do other tasks, and B, they could completely lose the game. And right now, we saw our two imposters take the game.
You know almost every one of the gamers personally. You know how they play.
Yep.
This is different because they are helping their parent in many, many cases. Did you learn something about any of those dynamics that changes your opinion of who might be the team to beat?
I mean, I think with that first game, it's a little bit hard to determine the personalities coming through the coaches to the players, but I think we'll start to see that more and more as they get more comfortable. But absolutely, I mean, like I said, Em is super, super sweet and wholesome and amazing, and her mom is too. So I knew that would be a factor. I am curious to see what happens if Baja's team becomes the imposter or if Rush's team becomes the imposter, because I think the coaches will really put their personality into those when that happens.
The few games that I have watched, it seems like the crewmates need to work together. They need to work very quickly. They need to do a lot of tasks. It seems like the crewmates in general were disorganized. Fair?
Yes, they were, and that's why they blew the sabotage. Like, they shouldn't have let that happen. They should have been fixing that immediately, and that definitely cost them some points.
Bennett, what about chat? Is chat amused, frustrated? What's happening?
Absolutely. I think it's a different look for most people. Paul Fish is saying that this is the calmest game of Among Us that they have seen in a long time. And, I think, having that sabotage win that first match really set the stage, because obviously you're losing points if you vote wrong, but sometimes you have to be a little bit bold. So it'll be interesting to see how that dynamic shifts as we get further into these games.
Let me ask you this, Bennett, because I guess in a sense, they're all in the locker room right now, but they're in the locker room alone, just with themselves. They can't talk to anybody else. What do you think might develop moving forward? Do you think anybody learned something there that they're going to be able to take advantage of?
Absolutely, especially for our imposters. I think they got their first taste of it. Both moms definitely did a great job, but maybe we see a little bit more action as we move forward. Maybe they become a little bit bolder and continue, getting the wins every game.
All right, I understand we are tallying the score now. We'll get you that in a moment, but and we'll have plenty more tournament action as well. But first, let's do this. We want to take you inside Growing Boulder headquarters, GBHQ, for a conversation that I had recently with Dr. Vonda Wright. Dr. Wright is a world-renowned expert on successful aging and active longevity. And as you guys know, for so long, gaming has had a negative reputation as being unhealthy. But Growing Boulder's team is all about smashing negative and especially inaccurate stereotypes. And Dr. Wright tells us the mental health, the brain health, and the social benefits of gaming are, in fact, significant.
You made the point earlier, socialization is one of the most important things we can have as we age. The pandemic revealed the difficulty in, what is in normal times tough for older people to connect. Nothing is as good as face-to-face, but the ability to come together and socialize around a game has its benefits, and there's always been some disagreement on whether there are any true benefits in terms of cognitive decline, either preventing or delaying. So, so you know about esports, you're involved in the area. What do you think about gaming in general? Esports maybe as part of that for older adults?
I am thrilled to death that Growing Boulder has embraced the gaming that's going on amongst its membership, and not only that, paired it intergenerationally with the kids who play, not only because I know that by mental stimulation we're going to stave off the fogginess that can happen with aging, that by doing complex activities, which gaming is a complex activity, it's eye, hand, if you're walking around with your game, it's total body. It's great for our bodies and our brains, but it decreases social isolation, which we know is a problem for people as we get older, especially during COVID. But here's what I love the best. It gives an opportunity for grandparents and for older people to talk on an equal playing field with teenagers who might think that they have absolutely nothing in common with someone who's 50 years older with them. It allows us to speak the same language. Gaming has its own language. It allows us to be competitively in the same arena, which a 70-year-old can't run around on a field with a 15-year-old, right? It levels the playing field in a way that it never has and provides us an opportunity to reconnect with our children and grandchildren. And so frankly, we should be thankful for gaming for giving us that opportunity.
Man, I love every bit of that. You know, there's a saying that says you don't grow old or you don't stop playing when you grow old. You grow old because you stop playing. And I think Dr. Wright makes a great point. This is something that levels the playing field because let's face it, we're probably not going to play basketball with Grandpa, but we can play Among Us with him.
Absolutely. I think it's truly amazing. And even in my channel, I could see the different generations that play, say Valorant, for example. You know, when we started Valorant, there was 16, 17-year-olds that we were playing with us, and then 50 plus. And then to be able to see how people pick it up differently. And we'd never be able to have those relationships with people from over the pond, people in different countries, of different age groups, of different generations, and be able to have us all unite together. I've got a lot of friends that I work with who are veteran gamers who are all able to play Call of Duty with their fellow vets and like have that community through that. So I think that's what the key is for gaming for me, for allowing to have the connectivity. And you mentioned earlier, pandemic separating us all, being able to have Twitch channels, being able to have gaming activities together with friends, whether we're streaming it or not, us being able to have those relationships and communications and friendships with others. I think that's what the key, that's what the heart of Twitch is. That's what the heart of the Growing Boulder Twitch and the Matt Hafey Twitch are.
We've talked a lot about the socialization benefits, which are immense, but let's not overlook the fact that it's good for our cognitive health as well. Because if you're doing anything new, and gaming certainly is new for older adults, you're figuring out how to make things happen, you're thinking in a different way, that is great for your overall brain health. So I understand we have tallied up the scores, Matt, from game number 1, so let's take a look and see how we stand. Smoody.
Wow.
Are you surprised?
Not at all. Not at all.
Smoody was one of the imposters.
Yep.
Smoody at 7, MSay's at 5. The imposters really kind of ran the game, and a couple of people at the end that lost some points. How did that happen?
It's going to be tough for Bogus and Spice to work their way up the leaderboard. I mean, they'd have to get everything. They couldn't make a single mistake to if they want to win this thing.
There is still plenty of time, though. It's a game of adjustment, a game of strategy, and we're going to see it. So it is time now for round 2. Our 10 teams, I understand, are set. So let's get right back into the action and see some more Among Us on the BolderX iGen Among Us tournament.
All right, so let's see who we got here as the imposters. Oh, Smoody again.
Looks like
oh, geez. All right, so now this is going to be a really fantastically skilled group of imposters. Both of them stream. Both of them are great at Among Us.
Quick kills.
Yes. Well, Baja's very calculated. I mean, I've played games with her where she's the imposter and she purposely does not do it and kill the entire game. And she ends up winning from that. So that's a heck of a strategy when she does that.
And the imposters, Matt, know one another. They know who the other one is, so they can work together, right?
They can. They can't communicate, though. So they have to use the little Mungus crewmate body to communicate, hey, let's do this thing. I think these two will be able to pull off really good stack kills, you know, if they're able to coach their athletes correctly.
We got to sabotage. What's happening?
Okay, so right now they set off O2, and there's 2 points at O2 that they have to disarm. And if the crewmates don't go do this right now, that would be the quickest double win for Smoothie. But they need to go get to that right now. Okay, we got 10 seconds left. They're going. Okay, we see game 1 and game 8. They're on it. Okay, there we go.
Just barely.
Yeah, that would have been quite an upset for the crewmates. And that would have been a lot more points in Smoothie's pocket for sure.
They seem to be moving more quickly in this game.
They are, and I knew that this would happen. Like I said, if we saw Baja, I had a feeling that Baja was probably coaching her mother-in-law a little bit, and everyone from my channel knows that Baja is the best Among Us player. Even when she's not the imposter, she's usually accused of being the imposter because she's so good. But you'll see too, if we get further down in these meetings and the conversations between them, Baja's really good at deduction. She's really good at being a detective through all this stuff. So we'll see how that goes.
And Matt.
Oh, okay. Let's see who we got.
Report. You were in lower engine.
I was in where?
Lower engine. Okay.
I didn't see anything.
I know.
I found the body in electrical.
I know.
I found the body in electrical.
Into the room and saw it. I was about to hit report.
We're gonna have echoes.
I was about to hit
I was going
report.
into electrical, but I didn't see anything. I'm Dover.
Yeah.
So the body was electrical, you said?
It was an electrical.
I'm Baja, and I was over in the lower engine.
I was in storage assistant.
I was in upper engine.
I was in storage and I was walking into electrical about to report it.
Nar and I were together on the first side.
Yeah.
So who reported it?
I did. I'm sorry, Rush.
Yeah, I'm Dover. I was heading into the room, but the kill just got reported. I didn't see who did it.
Yeah, I just walked into. So you're right behind me.
I got no vote this time.
I'm a no vote. I don't know.
Yeah, just skip vote. Skip vote then.
What do I do?
Just click this down here.
Skip vote. I don't know.
I'm a skip vote. Just say.
Yep. Get the check. Yeah.
Skip.
All right, so our gamers are still getting into the vibe of it. Like, kind of playing detective here is a little bit tougher, but I think they'll get it more and more and more as we go. But everyone that I've been looking at chat saying that this is a totally different pace that they're used to watching Among Us, which I think is super fun because we've all seen the pro detectives. We've all been able to watch gamers like Hafu and Dakotas who are incredible at this thing. So it's really nice to see like first timers who are being coached by people that are not first timers. I think it's almost like watching a different game now. But let's see what the imposter strategy is now.
So the lights are down in some areas, Matt. What does that mean?
That means they did set a sabotage, so they need to go to electrical and fix the lights. This is one of my favorite tactics to do. I always like to sabotage electrical and get a kill on that first power box up there, right there, when people are stacked up. Okay, it's a little too risky for Baja to go for the kill here.
And when the map comes up, when we see the map, that red thing is the map. That's the player kind of looking to see where everything else is.
When it's red like that on the imposter cam, it shows what they can sabotage. Now the crewmates, it'll be different color for the map itself. But when it's red, it is the imposters being able to do their thing.
So you have one in navigation, one in storage, and one electrical. It's pretty close to being done.
Smoothie is all alone by herself. Where would you like to see her?
I feel like they should start going for some double kills personally. So I think that the two of them, there they are. No, they're not. I thought that was two of them. The two of them need to link up and go for some double kills. There we go. Baja just got a kill on blue in the cafeteria too.
So now they're going to get together and they're all going to offer an alibi, right?
Yep.
Where were you? Here's where I was, and we'll see who believes it.
Upper dead body. So and we think it's I think Nar just killed someone. I walked in on the kill. So this is Bogus Puppy. I'm pretty sure Nar hacked off our friend. I think we gotta get Nar has to leave.
So this is Baja, and we're up in upper engine, so we didn't see anything.
I was heading where electrical.
I was an electrical.
Nar is the creeper. You gotta get this person off.
You can say that Nar. Smitty, I was going in the reactor to help her. Yes.
Yeah, we did see Nar acting weird. So.
Well, this banana peel smelling pretty weird. It's just throwing me off a little bit. It's,
Clicking.
Nar is evil.
So what am
Nar
I
is
doing?
evil.
I didn't see it.
You didn't see it?
Yeah, it's Nova. I didn't see anybody. Nova.
Yeah, I saw a body in cafeteria. It was
Rush
blue.
was an electrical, but did not see it.
Yep. So,
Oh, I skipped
see what happens. I think Nar's got to go.
40 seconds.
You're all out of my will. You're all out of my will.
I'm not sure who said that. I'm not sure. who said
Nar's
that.
will is now empty.
Is that why
Nar's
you
will's
wanted the
empty.
banana?
No, I don't know.
Are we all done voting?
One more vote.
Arcuf, he
One.
said. Has to
Arcuf.
skip or vote.
Get a vote.
You there, Arcuf?
Did someone say they saw Nar do it?
The time will run out in 12 seconds.
Can they hear you?
Oh my god.
Oh no.
All right.
I'm
Devin.
getting voted off.
Nars.
Oh man.
What the?
That's classic great imposter work to be able to convince everyone that it was someone else. So Narnar was gone. We saw in Smoothie's cam that she was telling her mom, shh, because just sometimes with the imposter, it's better to just be quiet than. I have tells that I wasn't aware of. Like one of the things that I say whenever I'm an imposter and someone sees something, it's like, I wish I could kill people, and then they always know it's me from that. So I need to stop doing
That was great work by the imposters. They got a crew member ejected, which means fewer crew members to do tasks. It's going to get easier, presumably, to kill crew members now.
More points now, so they're looking really good.
They're in the electrical.
Okay, so we're going the wrong way.
Yep.
There you go. No. Just wait a second. You need
Yeah,
to-
Bennett, what do the imposters need to do to keep this going?
You know, they really have two different strategies. Smoothie, very kind of calm and patient, but you know, she just took 2 out, which is great. The other interesting thing here, and we'll listen in on their chat.
You were refueling. They ask.
I was in electrical and then somebody killed somebody and I don't know who it was. There's too many people standing there.
Dova here. I was refueling.
The engine, yeah.
Smoothie's mom is a good liar.
She's
Rush was in med bay.
You can say you saw Arcuf do it.
So who's the last
Yeah, I
one
think
in electrical?
Someone died.
You can say you saw someone else do it.
I saw someone else do it. I was in electrical.
Get Dixon.
I was in electrical next panel with everybody else standing there and somebody got slaughtered. He died.
No, don't laugh.
Yeah, Dova was in the engine room refueling. I didn't see anybody. Skip vote.
Which one died?
I don't know. I think maybe the yellow one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I voted for Smoothie.
Why did you vote for Smoothie?
I was just standing there.
You saw the Smoothie. Then say that.
I can't even figure out whose body it was that died.
You saw.
We didn't saw her die, right? No, they
I don't know who died. I was standing there trying to
Just say you voted for
electrical.
Arcuf.
You
what?
Say you voted for Arcuf.
I voted for Arcuf. Baja.
But you didn't do it.
For you. Yes.
And I
Huh?
Dang.
You're fine. Oh, wait.
Wow,
Wait,
the
did he
imposters
get it? Did he
are.
win?
Yeah, they're turning up. They're doing good. You can see now, just like I thought. Oh, damn.
That's it.
Wow.
It's fine.
Jeez.
So what happened? How did it end right then?
I can't believe they voted 2. They got 2 voted off, and they got, what, 3 eliminations that match? That was amazing. They played that perfectly. Just like I said, game 2, we started seeing a lot more of the comms getting better. People starting to understand, starting to feel out the lobby a little bit more. So they went great. Smoothie is on top of the leaderboards right now.
How about the strategy of Baja, perfectly executed, by the way? I don't know who it was, but it wasn't me.
Yep, that's what she does. She's so good at that. That's what she does with our games, too. She's the kids, and now the kids have taught me that's big braining it. They've got big brain when they play, and Baja's got one of the biggest brains for among us.
I heard something in that game, Matt, that I have never heard before. A stack kill?
Yep, stack kill is when you see all the little, they're not called mungai, but I call them mungai, the mungus people. When you see them all on top of each other doing one of the electrical tasks, it's kind of hard to tell who's in there. So if you go for a kill within that, you'll just see a corpse fall out. So it's hard to tell which one is the one that did that. That's something I love to do, but I don't do this anymore because everyone knows how much I like to do it.
Hey, Bennett, I'm curious. What's happening on chat?
Yeah, so chat's definitely loving the kills there. They were surprised at first. I had asked them, who do you think's going to win this round, imposters or the crew? And as soon as the imposters were announced, everyone changed their vote when they saw Baja was one of the imposters. So chat's flowing, having a great time, loving the stat kill. Really enjoying everything that's happening here today.
You know, I think all bets are off when you have a tournament like this that involves so many new players. But in general, Bennett, is it unusual for the imposters to be dominating to the extent that they have so far?
It depends, really. A lot of time it's, just random luck who actually becomes the imposter. With Smoothie getting it back to back, it gave them an opportunity to really step forward, especially with their experience as the imposters. So it has been interesting to see both wins go to the imposters, so we'll have to keep posted to see what happens next.
All right, Bennett, thank you so much. We'll get back to the action in just a minute. But in the weeks leading up to this very special tournament, I've had the opportunity to speak with a lot of the big players in the gaming, the music, and Twitch landscape. And one guy who could not wait to get involved with the BolderX initiative was iGen Go, who's a product manager with Gibson Brands, who talked to me about the power that the esports and music communities have to bring together people of all ages.
The great thing about music is that it is an international, global language, and it's touched so many people throughout not just our time, but in times before. So when it comes to intergenerational and how it affects people, it really is the soundtrack to our lives. So I think it's just great that not only you're doing something like this, with the esports and getting multi-generations together to celebrate gaming, but also music, which is great. I think those are great things, not only for people to experience together, which brings people together. Music and games do bring people together, but it just transcends generations.
I had no idea what cooler, younger, sharper people like yourself were going to think about, our vision to try to, bring streaming, to try to bring gaming and esports to an older demographic. And without exception, you guys have embraced it so much and immediately see the value.
Absolutely. I mean, look, it's great entertainment. It's great learning. And I learn something new all the time and find different things that I'm into. And I think that's what's really, really cool is that these different things that kind of come across our streams and things like that, maybe you didn't know anything about it or feel hesitant about picking up an instrument or learning a new skill or even playing video games. And you're like, you know what? I think I'm going to learn more about it. You go down this rabbit hole, and then all of a sudden the world opens up and you find yourself something new that engages you, or maybe a new passion, or a renewed interest, right? So I think this is really cool what's going on here.
Matt, it's no secret we need community now more than ever. A cool guy, cool company, makes a cool guitar, which is one of the grand prizes of our competition today, and it was actually played by one very cool guy. A guy knows what to do with a guitar in his hand. Matt took the guitar home, took it for a spin. Let's take a listen.
Here it is, the grand prize for BolderX Among Us iGen.
I think it has the Matt Hafey seal of approval. Matt, you've got a collection of guitars, so you don't need another one, but it has to be tough to let this one slip out of your hand.
Yeah, this one's amazing. I mean, Epiphone and Gibson have been making truly incredible things forever, but I feel like this relaunch they've done lately, all their guitars are amazing. All the Epiphone stuff is incredible. The guitar plays and sounds amazing. It looks like it's probably going to be going to, as from the first two games, possibly Baja, Smoothie, or M. I'm curious to see which imposter team takes this because it's looking very good for the imposters right now.
And thanks for the folks here at Full Sail. I don't know if another guitar has ever gotten a showcase like this.
No.
You know, Matt, you are doing a great job helping us, you know, expose and promote our Growing Boulder channel on Twitch. Let me ask you about your channel. What do you do on Twitch? I know there are times I've checked in and you've been playing and there's been 20, 30,000 people listening to you. What makes it work?
For me, it's been all about creating a place where the Trivium supporters can come down and hang out with each other and get to know each other. What I love so much about my channel is that we had a wedding for one of our moderators, Sweared. It was in North Carolina. A bunch of our moderators from all around the world, from over to Europe and the UK, all flew in for his wedding. Then they had their honeymoon down here in Orlando. I met up with them. We all got food and got to hang out and get to know each other further. That's the stuff I love to see. That's why I do Trivium. That's why I do my Twitch page, to allow great communities of like-minded people to all have a place where they can come together and be friends and get to know each other. And it's just my favorite thing in the world. So on my channel, I take requests of Trivium stuff usually first, play a bunch of Trivium stuff they want to hear, and we've got 9 records of stuff. So it's a lot of stuff to remember, a lot of rather intricate music, kind of big words, so sometimes my brain hard drive gets a little bit full. We'll go from there, and then in games. Lately, it's just been Call of Duty, but when I first ever started streaming, I went from Overwatch to Fortnite to Valorant, I think back to Fortnite for a minute, then Overwatch and Call of Duty. So Call of Duty is the main thing right now that I play on my channel.
The main thing.
Or the music's the main, and Call of Duty is the main game.
Yeah, the main thing to me, Matt Hafey, was when I watched your channel was how welcoming you are to everybody. And I think there's something there for everybody. And, you know, we're in this time when it seems like the internet is pulling the world apart, and it has the capacity to bring us together, which is just an amazing, and we're trying to do that. All right, the guitar is just one of several prizes that we have today. So let's remind everybody what they could be going home with. Before too long, we've got a gaming chair from Noble Chairs. They're as good as it gets. Astro Gaming headsets, custom BolderX jerseys from 3N2. We've got great products from Garden of Life. We've got a package of Growing Boulder apparel and merch. And Matt, can you get us caught up now on the scores?
Absolutely. Let's check this out. Wow, Smoothie with 13 points, Baja 8, M says 5, Arcoof with 2. At the bottom, Bogus and Rush in last place. For these next 2 games, if they're both imposters and they both win the next 2, they could be doing pretty good to get them out of the hole, but Smoothie's looking fantastic right now. So we'll see what happens. And with this game being totally random, as everyone knows, sometimes one person's the imposter 5 times in a row. Sometimes you're not the imposter at all. It can flip around. So I'm really curious to see what these next 2 go. If Smoothie is imposter again, it's going to
be tough.
It could work in her favor for winning, but I think people are going to start to be a little suspicious of her in general. So people might be a little bit more conscious and cognizant of seeing Smoothie walking around and acting a little sus.
But we should know it's not over. I mean, Baja and MSAs still have a shot.
They do. They do absolutely still have a shot. If they're imposters again, they get constant correct votes. Baja's one of the best people I've ever seen for getting correct votes, for remembering who she saw. I mean, when I play a game of this, I can never remember who I just walked into, but she can generally remember what colors she saw, what parts of the map, how long they were sitting in a challenge. So that's that brain capacity I was telling you about that I had that's maximized for Trivium stuff. It's gone.
You said before we started, watch out for Smoothie and Baja, and very prescient. All right, we are ready for another round of Among Us. The gamers, I understand, are gathering in the lobby, the rotunda, the waiting room, the green room, whatever you call it. So let's go and start round 3 right now.
All right, so it looks like we've got...
Good luck. All right, so let's see if you're the imposter. You are.
All right, Bogus, I don't know his gaming style too much, but the fact that him, you know, both family members of Team Bogus both stream is one thing. Jeff is a very good gamer.
Kill.
Already. There it is. Oh, did anybody? Oh, Rush might have seen that.
That's fine.
It's not real. Yeah.
Did Rush not see that?
That's why I did.
Do we have another kill?
Wow. Okay, I was gonna say because Jeff is a very aggressive gamer, being a Roadhog player. Let's see what happens.
Doba got one too. They're dropping everywhere.
I reported it, Rush. I was in a cafeteria.
If you were anywhere, you were.
And the body was in the cafeteria?
You were moving
Correct.
the spaceship. You were moving the spaceship.
Those aren't the first two names I was expecting to see.
You were shooting asteroids, excuse me. Or no, wait, no, you were flying the spaceship.
I was an admin and didn't see anything.
I
was
an
an admin with M and Aku.
August Puppy was near.
Yep, I was electrical solo.
I was electrical. I wasn't supposed to be. I was like for sure. I was just there.
I was in electrical.
Wait, was I in electrical? I thought I was in electrical.
Bottom center.
Yeah.
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 If you can't remember the name of the place, you can say geographically too, like there's a missile requirement center.
You just came in.
August Puppy was the only person near me. He was right there. I literally saw him.
Yep, same there. Here, I'll tell you too.
Do you think you know enough to vote, or do you want to skip?
I don't think we have enough data. Who was
I don't know.
Who was over in the near the cafeteria?
Trust me. That's what you're gonna want to do anyway.
Yeah.
You do not want to get them voted off. They are your other imposter.
I guess we're all skipping.
The
Right?
idea.
We're just-
Skipping.
Doesn't count unless enough people vote them off.
I'm really surprised Team Rush didn't see that. At least from my would have seen that, but I guess sometimes with the shadows you can't quite see.
So the bottom line, Matt, Smoody and Baja have both been killed. They can't continue to play this game. They're out.
No more points. No more points. They can still help the rest of the crewmates with tasks, but yeah, as far as the leaderboard scaling upwards, that's out for this game.
Don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it.
That was great coaching from Jeff right there, saying to not do it. Jeff's dad was thinking about it, but it was a little too close.
Just wait. Don't do nothing. Do not kill anybody yet.
And I knew we'd see that from the people that stream. Like I knew we'd see that from Bogus's team, like probably a little bit more aggressive since they are active streamers. They do game, and like I said, Jeff, being a Roadhog main, that's usually a pain in the butt for any Overwatch players, and he does great at that. So
You might win. Go back up now. Go back.
Bennett, what do you think? Is this the most skilled duo we've seen so far working together?
I think so. Chat was shocked when both the past imposters were out immediately. A lot of action right there in the beginning. So it's definitely going to be a lot of fun to see the action continue.
Yeah, Jeff's doing a great job coaching. Really good.
All right, back out. Close this. Hit the X button up top.
I mean, even me watching this and commentating this, I've never seen anything like this, so this is really fun to see.
Don't press Q yet. Don't do it unless I tell you to. Kill him. No, don't do it. Don't do it. There's somebody over here.
And I could see in Smoothie's cam, her mom's having a hard time with that color wheel thing, which it happens sometimes. I mess up a lot on Simon Says personally. I think that's one of the most difficult, annoying challenges in this game. But yeah, game 7 feed's looking pretty good.
Oh wait, no! Oh.
Oh.
Jenna's soul. No.
Oh wait, did she not see it?
No, that's not good. That's not good.
Let's see.
What should Jenna do now, Matt?
Let's see if she saw it. Let's see. Did she see it?
Kill.
You blame Jenna. Say it was Jenna. Say it was Jenna.
I was in storage.
I'm still. A bunch of us are in cafeteria.
I was in cafeteria.
I was just an admin.
Did she not see it?
And I was in cafeteria when the alarm report went off.
Good.
Yeah. Team Jenna really needs to say what happened.
Why would she not?
She might
Dova.
not be sure. She might.
Where
okay.
was the kill?
Okay, there we go.
Navigation.
So there were a bunch of people over in 02 that stuck around there for a while.
I saw it.
All of us in the cafeteria right now. I can't tell.
Okay.
I saw him in Dover in cafeteria with us. It's a bunch of us in cafeteria right now.
Rush saw you and Jenna and Dova.
So, did you say that lots of people saw
Jenna or Dova?
Are they accusing you? No, it wasn't. You saw them do it. Accusing you? No, it wasn't. You saw them do it.
Sure it wasn't Jenna?
I saw the blood splash.
That's a sure tell time.
He was running back to O2.
Do you have enough to vote? Are we? Who are we?
If Jenna saw it, you'd figure she would be far more.
Yeah. I wonder if she fully saw it. She should be like, I saw him do it. I think that would get him voted off. I feel like everyone would go for it.
But what do I just click on?
Yeah. Just get
I'm voting Dova.
Hopefully that's right.
You're out.
Nova's gone.
There it is. Okay. I think as you know, they're getting better and better at this voting process. And I think by game 4, we'll see a little bit more of that. Like, you will see a little bit more of like, no, they did it thing. Yep, Jeff's gone. He got what, 2 kills? I think that game.
All right, that's all up to me. If it is to be, it's up to me. I got 20-second kills.
Now Jeff can still help. He can still sabotage things. He can still close rooms down for bogus.
Go down below. So he can still.
Where's the meltdown at?
And we are going to play a 4th game, and things have gotten far more interesting.
Yep, just like I thought. Usually any kind of competition thing I've ever done, any game competition I've ever been in, game 1, game 2, I'm usually so flustered by a different kind of nerves. It's not the same as playing, but when you know the stakes are higher, when you know it's being broadcasted in a way like this, you get that adrenaline dump that you're not used to.
You just run in there and kill somebody.
Oh,
to get more points. That's
there we go.
You guys win. Yeah.
I win.
Dang.
How'd that happen? You guys got
All right, so Jeff made it happen with the sabotage.
Imposters are 3 for 3.
I was protecting the reactor.
Jeez, well done. So that's 2 sabotage wins. 2 sabotage wins that we've seen in this.
2 out of 3. Is that unusual?
I think it is, but I think it's also, and not to knock the the gamers, they're just not used to having to go for those right away. Although I've been in lobbies where I've lost to a sabotage before too. They're getting better and better as we go. And I think by game 4, everyone's going to have this thing locked down.
I can see you looking closely at this, Matt, and it's interesting because I'm not sure you've ever had the point of view where you were watching a coach. Watching Dova there, what did you learn about coaching? What did he do right?
He did a great job. He was actually able to have his dad, play like him. He was like, go for it here, don't go for it here. Like, I saw that his dad was kind of catching up with it and kind of getting the groove of it and about to go for a kill, and Jeff stopped him because he saw another player there. So that was a good move. It is fun to see the personalities of people's kids come through their parents in gaming. That's not something you think you'd normally see. And for me, like this shows me why I love Twitch, and it's been so unique for me to be able to watch my viewers on Twitch instead of the other way around than it normally is. I've always said, every morning when I stream, I see all these names there. I was like, it'd be so different if I could see your faces while I'm streaming versus it's all being one way. So it's been really entertaining for me to just be able to watch these games.
Well, you know what they say, the apple doesn't fall from the tree.
Yeah.
So the tree is very much like the apple when it comes to gaming. I'm wondering what Bennett thinks about all of this because you've seen a lot of Among Us. Bennett, what do you think about what we've seen so far today and the evolution of these 3 games?
Absolutely. I mean, as each game has moved forward, you've seen a little bit more confidence grow in all of the players. And then to have both of the previous imposters go out very first round, very first kill was definitely, an interesting take because I think there was a lot of people that were suspect. Back-to-back imposter for Smoody. That was definitely something that was going on people's minds. Now, maybe it was also a strategy on our imposters to take those 2 out. They saw the opportunity, they took it, which would cast even more doubt for the rest of the crew now that your 2 big players that had been in the game early are out. So it's definitely been an interesting chat so far. All GGs from everybody in chat on that last one. But we'll have to keep an eye on the sabotage for the crew. We want to see if we can get the crewmates some more points here, and definitely paying attention to those is going to be really important.
All right, we got some GGs. Good game. That's good to hear. Thank you for that. Bennett, it is interesting because I think everybody has to learn from someone, but you don't often learn in a tournament. As you're watching these coaches do their thing, do you find that interesting, inspiring? Does it make you want to coach live?
I mean, definitely. I talked to my dad yesterday about this whole event, and when I said the game and I said Among Us, he knew exactly what it was. He plays with my niece and nephew all the time, and it would have been really fun to see that kind of aspect of this whole event of having a coach, being there with your parents or whoever you're playing with. Really brings out a different aspect of what we're seeing here today.
We have got another game of Among Us in just a moment. Of course, we'll give you the leaderboard first. But before that, I want to talk about, Growing Boulder's Twitch. Be sure to follow us and turn on our alerts. Each week, we're going to go live, not just with gaming like we are today, but we're going to also run the gamut of content on Twitch, including music, fitness, cooking, bringing you live interviews that will cover it all. What are some of the biggest brands in the industry? Think about what we're doing. What do they think about bringing a new audience to Twitch, a new audience to social gaming and esports in general? Well, let's let them answer. Listen to this.
Live streaming is such an awesome way, to kind of connect with an audience and connect and sort of form a community. So, we're very, very excited about it. We see this as a huge opportunity, and we're super happy to be a part of this event.
And the idea for us is always pushing the boundaries of gaming and kind of pushing gaming into new spaces. And so if a new space appears on the periphery of gaming, something like, pushing gaming into new age groups, new regions, things like that, Astro Gaming wants to be there always. So if that's with BolderX, then we'll be there.
It's just kind of raising that awareness that gaming isn't just for a young audience. It's a great thing that you guys are doing, and for us to get involved, I think is a privilege, and I really appreciate you guys inviting us along.
I am very blessed. I have a 92-year-old grandfather, and on his phone, I helped him download a gaming app, and wasn't sure how he would take it, if he would use it or not, but spoke with him recently, and he shared with me that gaming app he felt actually saved his life during the COVID pandemic, because he's a very, very social person.
When you look at like the age ranges, you'd think it's like all young kids. It's not. It's not at all. I would say there's less young kids playing than there are, older people. 40 and up, 40 to 75 was like shocking. The older demographic getting into gaming. We're seeing a lot of that even in our own company. Some of the older people are like, well, this gaming thing is like, this is really cool.
And we're glad to be part of it with you. I mean, I think what you're doing with Growing Boulder is just great, because you're never too old to continue to improve upon yourself and really learn new skills and keep you engaged. And I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys do with this, with the Twitch channel and all these great things that you're doing, especially with the esports stuff. I mean, that's going to be cool.
3 and 2 Game Gear really thrives on pushing the boundaries in the sports apparel industry. And it looks like BolderX is doing the same thing with pushing the boundaries and just really seeking to change the game, no pun intended. So it goes right in line with our industry and what we're all about.
Matt, I can't tell you how blown away I was, how excited I was to hear from these sponsors who I think a business person is always interested in developing a new market, but these guys are in it for the right reason. They understand what we're trying to do, and it was easy to see in talking to them that their motivation was to make a difference, to help people connect, to help people age in a different way. So that's really exciting for me.
Absolutely. It's amazing. They're all companies. Some of them I've been working with through Trivium originally, and then a lot of them I met through streaming as well. As soon as we brought up the idea what Growing Boulder is, they all blown away by it. So I'm so happy to have them all involved. Truly wonderful companies, and I love to see that. I love to see the companies that I want to use, products that I would buy myself, but they have that same heart that Growing Boulder has, and it's a great thing.
It makes me love this community even more. All right, let's give you the leaderboard before we start our final game and let you know right up front that it ain't over. Smoothie's got a pretty good lead, Matt, but she is vulnerable.
Yep. Oh, wow. She's sitting at, I think it's the same score as the last round because of the quick elimination. I believe it was kind of vengeance from our 2 imposters taking out the 2 people in top that were getting them. So we can see this is the game to win it all. But it's basically Smoothie, Baja, M, and Dovahkitt that all have the chance to win that grand prize. The others are going to be gunning for second. So let's see what they can do. Let's see what they can make happen. And if Rush wants to help Rush Mom out, he needs to incorporate some of that Odin LMG play right now.
Let me ask you what Narnar is going to have to do in order to win.
He's going to have to do a lot. He's going to have to do a lot.
Narnar has not had a good day. Let's get to the final game and see what happens, because each one has progressively gotten more interesting as these teams become more comfortable and more knowledgeable. Once again, our intergenerational teams are all set. They're ready for our last game of Among Us, so let's start the final round.
Oh, it's Baja again. Wow.
Let's go.
Baja and Jeff. Okay, this is gonna be a good one. This is gonna be a really good one. I think people are still now they're gonna start suspecting people that have been imposter already. So I think that's one of the things the imposters have to look out for, because it's just by habit. Even though you know this game is random, you're still gonna be looking at, all right, who was imposter last? Are they probably gonna be them again?
And as an
wow, that was a quick one.
As an imposter, does Baja now have a better chance of winning?
Absolutely. And already Baja's got the kill. No one's voted it yet. No one's found the body yet. The body's up in the upper right corner of the map.
Oh, he is. Okay.
I think Baja's mom was thinking about killing Jeff.
So if Baja's mom goes on a killing spree here, we could have a flip-flop.
Yeah. Who called this meeting?
All right, let's listen into the emergency.
Standing by electrical and not fixing it. So I ran out of there and went up to cafeteria.
Was standing by electrical and so I just fixed the lights. That's interesting.
You and reactor.
Yeah, I gave him time to kill me. He did.
So I need to tell him
that. It was standing there. I was scared. I ran.
Well, I'm over.
I don't blame you.
We're over in the reactor, so.
There is no body reported. It was an emergency meeting.
I was in upper storage.
Why is Narwa crossed out?
That's a
Where's
good question.
body?
Where is Nar?
Nar's dead because he's got an X on him.
Don't click it yet.
That means it wasn't reported. So our Coop didn't do it because I was with our Coop and you were too, Smoothie.
So you and me were together in electrical.
Yep.
And where's Nar's body? Did anybody find Nar's body?
No, I don't think anybody found it.
No one did.
Reported it.
Huh.
Oh boy, Nar's dead somewhere out there.
Okay.
All right, I don't think we can do anything.
No.
Skip.
It's game 4, and everyone are pro. They're all pros now.
Yeah, I was going to say, Matt, they've all learned how to read the map.
Yep.
The early games, nobody knew where they were, and now they all know where everyone was.
They're doing amazing. I had a feeling this would happen. I knew like game 3 and 4, we'd be looking at completely different teams. That's kind of settling in. That's really absorbing it. The nerves are mostly shaken off. It's feeling good now, and so now we can really see what kind of players they are, what kind of players they can become.
And I guess we know for sure now that Narnar's not going to be able to come back and win.
Unfortunately, absolutely not.
He will be included in the prize pack, though, so Narnar, don't worry about that. And, Matt, this is very encouraging for all those folks out there that have never played this game. You have seen in real time how quickly people learn and begin to enjoy it. One of the coolest things about this game is that it is loved by big-time streamers who play these amazingly difficult esports, as well as it's loved by older people that have never played a game.
Absolutely. I mean, one of my favorite streamers in the world, Dakota's, I met him through Fortnite. Oh, they've got elimination right there. Showed it again, and that was
All right, get out of there.
Did Spice see it? Can Jeff get a kill? I thought it was gonna be another kill.
That may be the end of the road for Baja.
Was over in admin.
Person found it.
Oh, did I not you?
No, you.
Yeah.
Am I
So I
on?
saw it in admin.
I was hoping we'd see another kill at the
I
same
was in
time.
Day doing my chemical thing. You were
Yeah, and so I saw Baja wipe out Jenna. So Jenna and I were.
I was in security watching the cameras, and I believe Valhalla. Whatever. I apologize.
Baja.
I believe Valhalla. Whatever.
Yeah, Baja.
Baja. Whatever. Ran through and ran into that room. So I don't know.
I was in the room. And it was just Baja and Jenna, and Jenna died, and so I know it's Baja.
Baja, yeah, I'm with you. So I would agree with that.
I was fixing the lights with Arku.
They are calling out
I
Baja.
saw
It does not look good for her. And Matt, someone was in a room looking at the cameras. There are cameras on this ship, and if you go in the room, you can see.
Yep. I mean, I was really thinking Jeff was going to go for that kill on Spice during that moment, and he would have saved both of the imposters, but maybe his kill cooldown wasn't there yet. But I was saying about this game, you were mentioning earlier, like, Dakota's, for example, I met him through Fortnite, and he mainly streams Among Us now. He's one of the best Fortnite players on the planet, and he loves this game, and watching his games are amazing. I've been able to be in some of his lobbies as well. Oh, well, there goes Baja, but she still is looking really good on points, I feel. I'm curious where she's at. I'm imagining she's either tied with Smoody or maybe even a couple points ahead.
So she does not get the points for this most recent kill because she was caught, correct? Or does she get the points?
I got to check with the scorekeepers on that one. I'm not sure if they get the... That's a good question.
No, just go.
Oh, she got away with it and got voted and still there. Okay, she's going to win. Okay, maybe everyone didn't make a good enough case. That's amazing. I thought she had the votes to get kicked off, but apparently not. So she's still in play, and crewmates are in trouble. They're in a lot of trouble, in my opinion. If they can get a stack kill between Jeff and Baja, then...
I mean, someone said I saw her.
Yeah.
Which is kind of the beauty of this game, is that people are lying all the time, right?
Yep. Yeah. And yeah, Spice saw it. And if you don't make your case strong enough and you don't convince the jury, basically, then it falls on deaf ears.
Don't kill anyone.
Bennett, are you as surprised as we are? I thought Baja was out.
I'm shocked. You know, I was expecting a lot more deception from her to defend her case, but there really wasn't a whole lot. And I think that actually helped her in this situation because they were saying, oh, we saw this. It looks like Dova just got a kill as well, so we'll check back in as we go to discuss.
In the hallway
Hold on.
Baja, where was the dead body?
What is that lower engine room? Lower engine room.
Yeah, I'm gonna call that a self-report. I mean, Baja, you just killed them and reported them. You're trying to
No.
guys, you were supposed to vote and are off last time. You got to do it now, please.
That was a risky move, reporting a body after being sussed out.
You see Jeff laughing.
It wasn't me.
That was his kill.
Because he was
we
with
saw
me
Dovin there too, and he was at the last place too, if you guys remember.
No, you were in security and you didn't kill anyone.
I was in security and I didn't kill anyone.
I like that response. I didn't kill anyone.
Maybe we should have just killed someone.
I think
instead of reporting, right?
We must stay alive. Either vote or skip. Somebody, please, Arku.
Arku. Skip.
I gotta say how much I love watching
No,
family members playing together.
We can still
Well, there we go. But she had a bonus round that was very unexpected.
Some serious anger
So it is
issues.
interesting. Not hard to know what the score is now, but if the crew members can win, Smoody will still get a point for that, right?
Deafen.
With the correct vote, yes. If she didn't report that body, I feel like she'd be in this round right now.
It was definitely an interesting strategy, you know, because of the accusations prior. I think she went for it, hoping, but I think there was a miscommunication when she said, I didn't kill anyone.
Yeah.
I may have given it away on that one.
That's the classic, almost my line of blowing it. I wish I could kill, but I can't. Let's see if they remember to get the sabotage done, because if they don't, then we're going to see 3 out of 4 games of sabotage. Okay, they did it.
No, your mouse is so far off the screen, dude.
Where is it?
Hold on, there you go. There. Keep it close to your character. Go down.
I gotta say the best coaching I've seen today too has been Jeff, Baja, and Smoody. The 3 of them have been coaching very, very well.
Oh, because your mouse keeps going off screen. You gotta stop doing that. Bro, you gotta keep your mouse in the center of the screen. Don't move it too far away. There we go.
And right there, you could really hear Jeff's Pennsylvania accent popping through. I was pointing that out to him this morning. I can hear it when he games.
I think he's stalking somebody.
Watch the mouse, man.
Okay, now he's got a chance to go for...
There you go.
Oh, there it is.
No, close this.
Oh no, get out of there!
Close, leave. Actually, report it. Say you found the body in electrical.
I found the body in electrical.
Found it in electrical. Okay.
He's pacing.
Who was down there with you?
I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out where I'm going. I didn't get the. I just walked in and saw it.
I don't think it was in our coof. It was our coof because our coof fixed the oxygen.
I was right next to him when he did it.
Yep, Rush, you were there too, right? I saw you in there as well, and you didn't kill him, so that means that
no,
neither you
I
or
was in
kill.
storage.
So I'm guessing MSA is going to be
No.
Gonna be
Where were we? We were doing what?
We were trying to fix the lights.
Either Doha self-reported,
Are they still trying to accuse you? Oh, they're going to accuse her.
or it was MSA.
Yes.
I think Doha self-reported.
Doha
Doha, did you
self-reported?
self-report?
Yeah.
I think they might be wise to it. Dova did not get out of there fast enough, so Jeff said.
The wire desk.
I had the wire desk.
He accidentally hit the task. He should have went up and vented instead, but this might be a good save.
Do we have enough to accuse anybody?
The others are being a little courteous in their meeting room right now.
I think.
Again, I think with the added points of losing and gaining,
take one out?
That adds a different dimension to this.
Yeah, for sure.
What do you think, Skip? We got 17 seconds.
I say skip.
Wow.
He's safe.
He lives to kill again.
Now we know how to watch out.
Shouldn't the crewmates have voted there, Matt? Because they're starting to die off.
Pull that one again. That's called a
Yeah, they are. I guess, unfortunately, none of them were around to see the electrical room at that point, so they couldn't have
you're
really
want to
told.
sabotage now. You don't want that taskbar to go up. Hit the sabotage button. No, can't do it yet. The lights are still off.
Now Baja can still help Jeff too with sabotages.
Just walk over here.
We haven't seen one crewmate win yet, like a crewmate victory. They just haven't been getting the task done quick enough.
There you go.
And a great lesson, if you can't get away from a body you just killed, report it.
Yeah, absolutely. But you got to be ready to make what kind of case, like, hey, I just found this, or...
Check the sabotage thing again. Can't do it yet. Okay, that's fine.
It said 2
Press the
seconds.
doors. Do the doors. Click the
Here?
door. Yeah, click it. Why not? All right, close that off.
What do you think, Bennett? Where's this going?
It will be interesting to see. Chat is really, going in that was actually a good play on skipping. Had they called it wrong, that would have been an end of game. But now we'll see what happens with this.
They're gonna think it's me.
So what happened? Who saw?
This is Rush. I 100% saw Delvin kill him.
Whoa.
Totally.
Say you saw them do it. No,
I saw them do it.
No doubt in my mind whatsoever. Pumpkinhead did
Say it
it.
again.
I was right there.
No, you say I saw Rush do it.
I'm sorry, Dolvin.
I saw.
I totally saw it.
I saw Rush do it.
I totally 100% saw it. I was right there. I buzzed in.
I don't think it's going to fly.
Nah, I don't think so.
I saw it.
This is the most emphatic anybody has been yet.
Yeah.
Let a vote. Or skip.
Oh, he was doing good. There it is. There's our first crewmate win.
The crewmates picked up a win on the very last game. Finally.
Crewmate win.
Yeah, maybe lost.
We won?
Awesome job, Rush.
Yay.
We were so rude.
That was the best game I've seen so far. 3 and 4 were fantastic.
What happened? How did the crewmates get better, or was it just the circumstance of the way it unfolded?
I think just the more they played, the more they were able to get comfortable, the more they were able to listen to their coaches, understand what was going on. That first game, obviously they were working through nerves. They were working through listening to coach, working through nerves on both coach and player. And I think the last 2 games are really, really fun to watch. That was the first crewmate win. So I was surprised about that. I was expecting at least 50-50 imposter crewmate wins. We saw 2 sabotage losses. That was great. That was just a little too thirsty on the Jeff kill right there. He he didn't time that out right.
And it was fun to watch the growth in real time. I mean, last 90 minutes, we saw the first game, it was chaos.
Yep.
This last game, it got to be very orchestrated. People knew what they were doing.
Absolutely. They're doing very well. And it's funny because, like, me knowing the history of everyone in the game with my channel, like, that was some family blood there between Rush and Jeff fighting each other.
Let's check back in with Bennett. Bennett, your response to what you saw, and equally important, what's chat saying?
Absolutely. Yeah, it was definitely down to the line there. Obviously, that last vote really mattered leading up to the kill that sent Jeff packing. But it was definitely interesting to see the crew take a win, but most importantly, try to manage their points effectively to, hopefully get up in the prize pool a little bit. So that was great. Obviously, again, GG's in the chat from everybody. Loving what they're seeing here. Really excited. Lots of shout out to the production as well as everything going on with Growing Boulder.
Well, that's great. And a shout out to you. Thank you so much for all that you have done for us in general and today in particular. Be sure to follow Bennett on Twitch at DamnItBennett. But now, are we ready to update
I'm super
our
curious
final
to see where this
leaderboard?
is. I'm excited
And
to see
declare
this.
our winners. A little drum roll, please. And the winner of the inaugural BolderX iGen Among Us tournament is Smoody.
Look at that, 19 points, 19 points. Smoody wins. Smoody wins the guitar. I'm happy to see it. I thought everyone played incredibly. I thought the last game was super fun. I could see everyone's having fun, and I hope that everyone wants to keep up with this. For me, it was amazing to see, whether family member or not, the coach and the player aspect. I thought that was really fun to see. I love knowing that was Rush's mom, knowing that was Jeff's dad. I think that's just so sweet to see that, and it's really fun to see that. That was super entertaining. I need to mention how incredible this process has been, what an amazing job the Full Sail team has done, what an amazing job the Growing Boulder team has done. I'm used to streaming from my room and me not knowing what to do and trying to figure it all out myself and yelling at not yelling at my mods, yelling for my mods to help me. But to see the team of Growing Boulder and to see the team of Full Sail and what you all can pull off, it's truly amazing. So thank you so much. It was amazing, amazing.
We're not saying goodbye yet, folks. Stick around because we wouldn't let this end without bringing the winners right from their living room to you. But first, we want to hear firsthand how they were so successful today and what was going on for their team behind the scenes. In the meantime, for any viewers who were new to Twitch today and maybe had your first experience in live gaming, we hope that you've been able to interact with the Growing Boulder community. We hope you had some fun watching these great games, watching it all evolve. We recently had a chance to talk with Thaddeus Cooper of Astro Gaming, who wants to remind us all that it's your presence as an active participant in our content that is really what makes streaming so special. Listen to him.
I think engagement is one of the reasons that streaming has become so popular over the last 10 years. The idea that media has progressed from so much of a delivery to a participation, right? It used to be that we would sit in front of the TV and media would just be delivered to us, but streaming gives you this new layer of interaction that we've been trying for years, right? There was they tried it with TV forever. They had apps that you could get on and chat and whatnot, but now your community is so integrated into the content that you're making that the content really wouldn't be the same without that community, right? It'd just be, a live TV show or some kind of live broadcast. This bringing in of community and having access to both the people making the content and having access to the people who are enjoying the content and kind of real time being able to discuss it with them and have reactions and share emotion makes it, I feel like, a lot more memorable and a little bit more exciting. And so you take something that's exciting and fun, like gaming, that's engaging, and then you layer on top of it this social aspect where you're making connections with people and you're creating memories, and it becomes an experience that's just so much more worthwhile and a lot more enriching to your day. So I think it's that blend of both the entertainment media and the fact that your community is so present and you can become such an integral part of the community and become part of the content that's being made, not just a passive participant.
Well said, Thaddeus. As he points out, the magic of this platform is it wouldn't be the same without your participation. It's the community building aspects that make it important. You can interact with us at all times. So keep leaving your comments and your questions in the chat and become an active part of this community that we are now creating. We're going to bring in the winners in just a second. I'm curious to see what they have to say about A, the prize they won, B, the experience that they had. But it really is interesting. And it's not unusual that a younger group of people would be the first to adapt to new technology like this, Matt. But as Thaddeus just pointed out, the ability to become part of the show, to become part of the program is so valuable to everybody and maybe even more valuable to an older demographic.
Absolutely. And the story even with Astro for my channel is a huge one. I remember when I first ever started streaming, it was super rough. It was me on a PS4 playing Overwatch to 3 people, not knowing what I was doing, not interacting with the 3 people in my chat on my iPad to the side of me. There was someone in chat named Sarah Dope, and she would help me out. She's like, let me teach you more about streaming. She taught me about what Discord was, started teaching me about streaming on PC and everything that's involved with that. Later on, within the last year, she's been hired by Astro. She brought me on to be an Astro gamer. She's sponsored Growing Boulder, my channel, everyone from my band. So it's so amazing to see even the relationships that I've made through this short time of streaming. When I had 3 people there, Sarah was one of the people there who took me under her wing and taught me what it is to stream, and then helped me out with Astro and helped Growing Boulder out with Astro. So it's incredible, truly incredible. And it looks like we got the winning team here with us now.
Yeah, it is really, really exciting. Let's take a look over here as we say, congratulations. All hail the winners of the first ever BolderX iGen Among Us tournament, Smoody and Smood Mom. And let me start with Smood Mom, if I may. Smood Mom, at what point did it occur to you that you might be part of a national championship winning social gaming team?
When my daughter invited me to do this.
You knew you were going to win.
No, I thought I was going to get a consolation prize. But I've been studying the map at work every day.
And thank you so much for being a guinea pig, if you will. Did you enjoy it? The more you learned, did it become more fun?
Oh yeah, it was great. I loved it. It was definitely different than when I was younger and the games came out. This is a lot different. This was a lot of fun.
So awesome. So happy to have you be part of this, Smoody. Thank you so much. It was amazing watching the two of you, the dynamic. Like for me to be able to watch it from here, it was like heartwarming to see the coaching. You did incredibly. The playing was awesome. I hope you had such a good time. Because finally, for Smoody and I, we're used to always being the people that people are watching. So she's still being watched, but it was nice for me to be able to be here and be entertained by the gaming and see the personalities come through. I thought you did amazing. The coaching was incredible from Smoody. Well done. Smoody, you've got a new guitar coming your way, or Smood Mom, you got the guitar coming your way, so it's up to you.
Nice.
So that'll be great. That'll be great. Do you play much? Do either of you play much for guitar right now?
Smoody does the guitar.
Do it a little bit. I will more now.
Awesome. Well, I will send you a bunch of guitar exercises to start learning a little bit.
Cool. That'd be fun. Thank you.
Of course.
Well, let me ask about. It's easy to see as you sit there. You guys have had a great relationship for a long time. I'm certain you've done many different things together. Do you game together? Is this new for you? And can you talk about, how this might support your relationship and the type of interaction that this facilitates?
I did one other game. I thought I was actually playing the game, but actually it was just the introduction to the game. Tutorial, sorry. And that was, it was fun, but not like this. This is more fun because I could actually move around and be part of a group. That was part of the fun part of this game. What game was that?
Warframe.
Warframe. Yeah, I'm awful. I'm awful at that. But no, I think we have a good relationship. I love my daughter a lot, and we try to do things together. So
it's amazing.
And looking forward, it's such a fragmented culture we live in now. Families moving apart, the idea that you guys have a new way to stay connected, no matter what happens, wherever life may take you, it's got to feel comforting to know that there is this tool that you can use to have fun together.
Oh yeah, yes, definitely. It's fun. It's something different. It's something we can do together. Yeah, I enjoyed it a lot. I wouldn't mind doing it again sometime.
Awesome.
Smood Mom, are you surprised to learn what a great liar Smoody is, or is that something that you learned many, many years ago?
She's got siblings, so you know how that goes.
Thank you.
That's survival.
There you go. That was a lot of fun. You're now the defending champion. So, wear that mantle with pride. The winners of this first tournament, we will do it again, and we will invite you again to defend your title. So practice up.
Congratulations.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you so much for being a part. Thank you.
Thank you, Matt.
Congrats.
Man, they were great.
Amazing.
I love that. It was fun. We have had some fabulous prizes at stake today. The winners will be going home with that incredible Gibson guitar, autographed by Matt Heafy, played by Matt Heafy, and the rest of the participants feel pretty good because you're not going to be leaving empty-handed, as we'll be handing out gear from Astro Gaming, Noble Chairs, Garden of Life, and of course we'll have some of our own BolderX and Growing Boulder merchandise to send out as well. So Matt, let's talk a little bit about what's next for BolderX, because we do have a vision moving forward, but we've put a lot of focus into making this happen today. I think it was a pretty good first event. What do you think?
It was amazing. I was just as entertained as I feel like everyone in chat was. I had a blast watching it. It was super fun. It was great to see the relationship of the parent and player. I thought that was so fun because it makes me think to the future. I've got 2.5-year-old twins, and I'm thinking about what are we going to be into together? And it's absolutely going to be gaming, and it's going to be such a different kind of gaming that my dad and I used to do. When my dad and I used to play games, it'd be NES. We'd take turns. I'd play Mario a little bit. He'd play Mario a little bit. Or when 2-player things came along, it'd be side-scroller. But it'd never be in a way that we can go compete together or we could play together. I think about when I was thinking about Rush coaching his mom and having his style a little bit, maybe in like the way they talk to the meeting rooms, it made me think like, what would it be like if I coached my dad in Call of Duty? I imagine like him as a Call of Duty player is very run in and try to take on entire squads by himself. Like I can imagine people's personalities through that. And what this has made me realize even more so through playing games, through playing music, I used to say there's no better way to get to know someone than eating with them. I feel you learn so much about people, the way they game, their gaming style, their jiu-jitsu style, their whatever it may be. You learn so much about the kind of person they are, and you start to see the links of their performance in a game or an athletic activity and what kind of person they are. And I'm seeing more and more of those things being translated through this.
Well, we hope you'll continue to play with us because,
Absolutely.
It's great when you have different generations trying to figure out how to do stuff that is appealing to everybody. That's what Growing Boulder has done from the beginning. Our mission in life, folks, is to celebrate the opportunity of aging, to not look at growing older as just loss and limitation, but look at the possibility. And this is a message that is very important and resonates with younger people as well. So we want your opinion. I think we've heard everybody today say that the beauty of this platform, the beauty of Twitch, is that you guys become a part of it. So please do. Tell us what you'd like to do. Our vision is that we are going to bring in younger and older people to talk about shared passion. So if you want to be a part of that, if you're interested in gaming or painting or music, if you just want to talk about some serious social issues, let us know and we'll make it happen. It's been fun, Matt.
Congratulations.
Give me another one, brother. All right, that does it for our history-making BolderX iGen Among Us tournament. We want to thank all of our great sponsors, the talented crew here at Full Sail University and their amazing esports team, Armada, of course, our pals at Twitch, and of course, all of you who joined us today, especially those who really weren't sure what to expect. Because here's the truth, folks. Curiosity and saying yes to new experiences are two of the most important keys to living a big, bold life at any age. Be sure to follow our Twitch channel at Growing Boulder and turn on notifications to watch us every time we go live. You can also find us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and more at Growing Boulder. And we will see you next time. And make sure there will be a next time.
Congrats, man.